workout recap. So you're going to need a mat or maybe just the floor or the surface that you're happy to get down and get up off of. And you're going to need one kettlebell. You can also do this in a modified version using the sandbag or the ruck. The way this works out, you can see by the title, it is kettlebell and it's a hinge, so there's a lot of hinging through the hips, and it's a conditioning style workout, meaning that we're going to go with a little bit of a pace, but except the first round we're going to go nice and slow just to warm up with the movement. So we're going to use that. We're going to do a set of 10 of every movement for the first round, and let's have a look. We're only talking 5, just 5 movements. We're going to do 10 reps on each side and 10 reps of each exercise as part of our warm-up. So we'll use that, then we'll explain what we mean by the conditioning piece. So the first one, it is a single arm kettlebell thruster. So what basically that's the squat and press. So I'm going to take the kettlebell up into here, use the other arm to come out, pull nice and strong through here, what we call a radiate, go nice and strong, and just simply a squat and a press. And again, what you will do for the warm-up, you will go 10 on the right, 10 on the left, or 5 and 5 times 2. The second movement we're going to do is a donkey from the zoo catalogue. So donkey, we don't kick up in the air. In our donkey move, we bring our knees into our chest. So from the side, hands here, start in this position, we bring our knees up and then back out. And so again, we're keeping the pitch of our bottom high, driving our knees in to our chest, engaging through the trunk and coming back up. But we're not coming out to a full extension or our hips will sag. We don't want that. We simply want to stay in this bulldog style position from start to finish the whole way through. The third movement, back to the kettlebell, it's called a kettlebell halo. Basically that is a halo around the head. So you're going to go bottoms up with the kettlebell, so grabbing it by the handle and around the head and around the shoulders. So from here, take the kettlebell up, hold it out from the chest, one rotation around, one for the first round, okay? Otherwise we count at 1, then 2, and then when you're done, bring the kettlebell back down to the floor safely. The fourth movement that we're going to do, it's called a push to gorilla, and in our warm-up, we're going to use a stand in that. So think of this like a burpee with a knee tuck and then to a stand. So we're going to come down onto the floor, chest and hips down, push up to gorilla, back down, stand. We've got 10 of those. Then when we do the conditioning piece, we're going to remove the stand. We're just going to do the push to gorilla. So we're going to come down, 1, 2, and then stand on the final one. Last but not least, the final kettlebell movement is what we call a dead stop swing. Kettlebell is out in front of us. Think American football, NFL. Think like the quarterback who's about to receive the ball, but think like, I'm not sure what they call the guy who tunnels the ball back, but basically he's going to hike the ball back to the quarterback. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hike the kettlebell, we're going to drive it in a ballistic swing, and we're going to bring it back down. Now, during the conditioning piece, I want you to choose. You're either going to go Russian swings to here, or you're going to go American swings, depends upon your preference. In the warm-up, we're going to combine them. So 1 rep is going to be 1 rep of each. So kettlebell is at the front, so it's in a dead stop. From here, drive, stop, drive, stop. So that's a dead stop. So in the conditioning piece, so we're not letting go, but we're driving the kettlebell like a hike that you'd see back to your quarterback. So, first round, the order, again, thrusters, single arm, 10 right, 10 left. Donkeys, 10 donkeys. From there, you can go into the halo, around once, around twice, so forward one way and back the other way is 1 rep, okay? And that's for the warm-up. Again, you're going to pick the weight of the kettlebell. I'm using a 20. If you need to go lighter, you go lighter. If you want to go heavier, but the halo will be the determining factor because you are gripping the kettlebell here and you're rotating it from bottoms up to bottoms down to bottoms up to get it around your head, and therefore just watch the wrists. Come on to the push to gorilla to stand, 10 of those are the warm up, and then the kettlebell heights. So one Russian swing, stop. One American swing, stop. That is one rep, you're going to go for 10. That might take you 10, 12 minutes or so to do that as part of your warm up. You're then going to come into the conditioning piece. We're going to use the same movements, but we're going to simply cut the reps down. So every kettlebell movement will be 5. Every bodyweight movement will be 10. So it'll be 5, 10, 5, 10, 5. So again, 5 thrusters right, 5 thrusters left, 10 donkeys. 5 around halos around the head, 10 push to gorillas, 5 dead stop swings. You're going to pick one of those movements, whether it be the Russian swing or the American swing, and do that for the round. The next round, if you want to, you can alternate. That's the movement. Now, likewise too, if we're doing this at home, we're doing this with either the ruck or the sandbag, you can pretty much do the same workout. Okay, your dead stop swing with your sandbag or your ruck. The ruck, ideally, because you can sit it out in front. Sandbag, it might be a little bit harder, so therefore you might want to maybe change that to a clean and back down. So a dead stop, clean and back down. The thruster, you can do double arm thrusters, and therefore you're just going to go straight 10 instead of 5 and 5. Or if you can do with the ruck 5 and 5, you're going to grab it by the top handle and the other hand is out here. Donkeys, push to gorillas, they remain the same. The halo is probably going to be the more challenging one. So what you might want to do is you may want to grab your ruck or your sandbag here by the wider handles and try and bring it around. So it'll be more like this. It'll be like left hand leads, gets around, right hand follows, right hand comes around, left hand follows. You may bang the back of your head, but it's a bit better that with the ruck and the sandbag than banging it with this here. Everyone's out today. There goes the helicopter. So that's the workout today. So kettlebell with a hinge movement, conditioning piece. Ideally, first warm-ups will take you around 10 minutes for a round. Thereafter, I want you to do the conditioning piece. Now the challenge is this. Try and get the conditioning piece done as fast as possible. Let's say I set myself a 2-minute target. I get a round done in 2 minutes. I'm going to rest half that. I'm going to rest a 1-minute round. And I'm going to use the remaining rounds, obviously 3 minutes elapsed. That's going to give me 6 rounds or so in the remaining 20 minutes of time. Okay? If you take longer, then I want you to rest a little bit longer too. So if a round takes you 3 minutes, I want you to rest a minute and a half to bring that heart rate back down, and then to go again. That's it. Jasmine's giving me hay fever. That's it. That's the workout. Please like, please subscribe. Please help a friend.